And this was kind of mind blowing to me because these people are salesmen. So they're making a commission based on the sale. You would think that every little piece of interest that they had, they would jump right on it, but that was definitely not the case. One thing that I've learned throughout this whole process, and it's sad to say this, but I do understand it from their perspective as well. These manufactured home salesmen, they do a lot. Like they're taking a full day to give you walkthroughs, to give you all the information you need, answering all my emailed questions, especially if you're like me and you're very like type A and thorough and want to know every little detail, which I did. I think it can overwhelm some of them because they go through all of this trouble to work with a client or potential client, and then that potential client ends up going with a different dealership. Now they've just done all of this work, taken out all that time from their days to help you, and then you ended up going with someone else anyway. So I think it's hard for them to know, like, okay, are you serious about purchasing from us? Or are you just inquiring and maybe I don't have enough time to answer you if it's just an inquiry versus somebody who actually wants to buy from me? As a matter of fact, one of the dealerships that we actually went and looked at the models on their lot before we went to visit, they wanted us to put $1,000 deposit down just to prove that we were really serious about buying. It was refundable whether or not we went with them. So choosing not to go with them, we would have got our money back. That's fine. But they really wanted to make sure like we had money in the bank and that we're really looking to buy. And we just don't want to have like a fun Saturday of looking through homes just for fun. That really freaked me out. It really turned me off. As a matter of fact, I told them like, no, I'm not putting down money just to come look at your homes. And they did let us come look and view the models without putting that money down. But they did ask for that up front. And they did explain to me that it is because we have so many people that inquire and aren't really serious about buying. This whole topic is actually exactly why we went with the dealership that we did. This particular dealership with James, our salesman, from day one, that man was so responsive. Like, and not only through email, but he would just call me up. Like if I had a whole bunch of questions, which I can be a little overwhelming, I get it. He would just pick up the phone and just talk to me like, you know, a normal person. And if he wasn't able to answer one of my questions, he would make sure that he got in contact with somebody that could, which I really appreciated because a lot of these dealerships, these salespeople would be like, oh, I'll find out, or oh, I'm not sure. Or they would just make something up that I later found out wasn't true, but they just wanted to make it look like they knew what they were talking about. So if you're not hearing back from these dealerships, in my opinion, that either means they don't really want your business or they're already so overwhelmed with business that they can't really deal with inquiries. They need people that are serious about buying, which I don't know if that's really a dealership that I would want to go with anyway. So if I were you, I would just explore other options.